Hello everyone, it's me, Rose, and I'm here to share my light and my love with all of you out there watching. I know right now I'm just talking to a camera, but I believe and I have faith, and I'm creating a reality where there will be many who will hear these words and be inspired and be filled with life and love and joy, and if anything, just a little bit of hope for the future. I want to share so much. I have so much to share about my life, about the things that I go through, the things that I deal with. And I've been wanting to share it for a really long time. I've been dreaming of ways to do so, and also getting in my own way and stopping myself from doing them because of overwhelmment. Is that a word? I don't know if that's a word. Overwhelmment? Because of the overwhelming nature of showing up, of being authentic, of being vulnerable in front of a camera and sharing it with strangers. You know, not that I don't like attention, because I love attention. If you know me, you know I love attention. So I do love to command the attention of a room or of a place, or have influence, of course. It's just a lot to put yourself out there. I've done it before. I did it. I don't know if there's anyone watching that has seen it, but I started a vlog, I guess that would be 7 years ago, when I was diagnosed with diabetes, and I started sharing about my journey. And it was really impactful for myself, because I really went to the next level of vulnerability with just talking about how I feel. And sometimes, you know, something big that I'm gonna be talking about is mental health. And sometimes with mental health, when a person feels less than their normal self, or less than optimal, or finds himself in a state that is depressed, or that is lower than usual, or in a state that is manic or higher than usual, or just anything in between that doesn't feel normal, that doesn't feel good, that doesn't feel right and aligned. When a person is feeling that way, it can be very difficult for them to express how they feel, to express in words, you know, what is coming up. And a lot of times it can be difficult to express how I feel when I'm not feeling 100% me, which happens a lot, which is very common. And it's happening a lot for me, a lot more than I realize, and a lot more than I want to admit. But I know for a fact that there's many, many times that I'm not in my true self. And it's difficult. It's really hard to communicate. And I don't want to use any of this as an excuse ever. I never want to make excuses for behaviors that are inappropriate or anything. But I do want to recognize the realness of a person feeling a certain way, which you would think that most people know what it's like to feel sad, extremely sad, or depressed. Most people do experience this at some point in their lives. And you would think that most people could understand, but the truth that I am finding is that a lot of people don't understand what it feels like to be chronically feeling this way, feeling less than optimal. And it happens a lot, and you'll notice with my language, I'm not perfect at it, but a lot of times I am correcting my language to be accurate, but to also not, put labels on myself or on anything. And in order to not create a reality that I don't want. So I understand and I believe that words are powerful. So I want to use my words to create the reality that I want, that I desire. So it's pretty challenging to talk about challenging things when you are doing that, because there's reality there's what's really happening, what's really coming up, and then there's what I want, and there's a lot of times a big contrast between those two things. And my goal is to not focus on the reality of what's happening in the moment necessarily, but to focus on what I want to create while remaining in the present moment, of course. Not to escape the present moment by getting lost in the future, but actually just creating and manifesting what I want in the present moment, even though I'm not feeling that way specifically. If that makes any sense. So that is something that I want to talk about, and I want to use this medium, this channel, to be able to talk about the things that I feel in times that I'm inspired to do so, in times that I have clarity about what is going on, because a lot of times when I'm in it, I can't really see what's happening. And the best way I could explain it is when I'm feeling less than optimal, it feels like just darkness. It feels like there's a dark cloud, like really, really dark cloud. Just, I'm enveloped in it and I can't see anything. I cannot see past myself. I cannot see other people. I cannot really, it's hard for me to listen, to hear other people. Like I can't, it's foggy. Everything is foggy. So when I'm in those moments, as much as I'd like to communicate what's happening for me, it's very challenging. So I want to use this channel to talk about different ways that I feel and articulate those things. And I feel that it's important, you know, why not just record a voice memo or talk out loud? Well, I'm actually feeling pain right now in my leg. This is my insulin pump. Welcome. This is the first episode. So I don't know how much to go into, but this is my pinky, my pancreas. It works as a pancreas. I do have diabetes. I was diagnosed 7 years ago, autoimmune diabetes, latent in adults, so a bit different than type 1. It's called type 1.5, technically, and that's something that I learned back then and that I've known and that I talked about a lot, so I'll definitely dedicate an episode to talking about diabetes and more than that, because it's just such a big part of my life. And a lot of people ask me questions about it and wonder about it and feel weird asking me about it. And I don't think anyone should feel weird asking me about it. I don't want anyone to feel weird. But the truth is that it's still a really sore spot in my heart. It was really challenging. It was a really challenging time in my life. And my entire life changed after that. It was really like a life-changing moment. And it's never been the same. And I do feel like I lost a piece of me, that innocence of, you know, really truly believing the best about the world, about God, about life. You know, that belief that I was taken care of, you know, was really shattered in that time. Even though I know now that I am so taken care of, I'm so held, I'm so lucky and blessed to have everything that I have. At the same time, there's just a piece of me that died, that really was broken when that happened to me, when that happened for me. I do believe that everything happens for us, to help us grow. And diabetes has been a big thing. And it's hard to talk about sometimes, and I do feel weird sometimes when people ask me about it, because I don't want to really talk about it, because I don't want to keep reiterating it. I don't want to keep creating it in whatever way I'm doing that. And it's just a tricky topic, because you want to believe in God, you want to believe and have faith, and you want to trust and believe that the universe has your best interest in mind. And then something like that happens, you get sick, and there's no explanation, and it just happened. and it's irreversible according to traditional medicine. And it's a part of my every single waking moment. Even when I'm sleeping, it's constantly affecting me, affecting my life. And it does feel like a burden. You know, that's just the reality of it. It's a huge burden in my life to have to be like so conscious of everything that I'm eating and everything that I'm feeling, and because there's so many things that can affect blood sugar. There's so many things, not just food. Stress and hormones and lack of sleep and too much sleep and pretty much anything can affect the blood sugar. So there's constantly something to be thinking about, to be considering, to be aware of, to be conscious of. There's a whole nother device that I have to carry around with me no matter where I go. And bad things could happen. Like, that's the truth. That's the reality. And at the same time, I'm just learning how to hold on to hope and hold on to faith and believe that the universe got me, and believe that I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be okay. And a lot of my mental health has been tied to the status of my body and dealing with diabetes, because it's just sad. It's just really sad. That's just what it is. It sucks. It really sucks. It's incredibly difficult. It's an incredibly difficult life to live. And at the same time, I have so much. I have so much. It's unreal how much I have. Like, I have so much to be grateful for, and I am so grateful. And at the same time, I feel and I deal with all of these things. So I have no idea how long this is right now. I'm just pouring out my heart. And I'm grateful because this is what I want to happen. I want to be able to just be real, just be in the moment, just feel what I'm feeling and articulate it and talk about it and get my thoughts clearly out. I think they're clear. I hope they're clear. I'm really grateful for you listening in and staying tuned for this long and hearing me. And my greatest hope and desire for this channel and for these videos is to inspire. I really, really, really desire to inspire. Inspire others with my story, with my life, with my courage. Even though I don't always feel that way, I know that I'm very brave in many ways, and I've done many courageous, difficult things in my life, and I can do hard things. I know that. And I want to inspire others and let them know that they can do hard things. You can do hard things. If I can do it and have diabetes, then you can definitely do it. Definitely. So that's my message. I want to inspire. Last time I made a vlog, I called it Healed, Whole, and Hopeful. And I'm still those things. And I don't know what this is called. It may never have a name. It may just be my YouTube channel or my videos. I don't know. If I feel inspired, I'll come up with a name. But it's all about inspiring you and sharing with you my life and seeing if there's in any ways you can relate to me. And maybe I can give you language for the things that you're feeling. And yeah, I just want to be inspirational. I want to use my story. I want to use my life because I feel like there's a reason why I go through all these things and I deal with all these things and I feel all these things. I know I'm a healer. I know that I was sent here to heal. And so I want to use this as a medium of healing. In addition to my voice, my music, singing, being an MC, being a yoga teacher in Miami. I have local classes that you can check out. Being a nurse practitioner and helping others on their health journey is a huge part of my life. My mental health, diabetes, I'm in an age gap relationship. I have a lot to share. I have a lot to talk about, so I'm really excited. This is terribly embarrassing, but it is what it is. I told myself I'm gonna make videos uncut. I'm not gonna really edit them. So if you get bored and you need editing and stuff, I don't know what to tell you, but this is what you got. It's me, it's real, it's vulnerable, it's raw, and it's inspiring. So thank you for watching. You inspire me. I hope that you will continue to inspire me to keep going when I post this, and I will. And we can inspire each other through different channels, through different mediums. Please send me messages. Let's talk, let's connect. Let's talk about everything in life and share our hearts together and connect and raise our vibration and raise the vibration of the planet so that we can make this world a more beautiful place to live, and we can all rise and we can all live our best lives, and we can all flow in harmony and peace and joy and love, true love, and become aware that we are aware and that we are loving awareness, and that we get to tap into our true selves every single day, every single moment, and sit in the seat of awareness and decide how we're gonna live. And hopefully that way is in the present moment, embracing the power of now. Love it. I'm going to share lots of fun books that I love so much that I use for inspiration. I'm going to share those with you too. So stay tuned. Subscribe, like, leave a comment. If you watch this whole thing, I am just astounded. And I want you to leave a comment below and tell me that you watched this whole thing and exactly how it made you feel. So leave a comment. Subscribe, check me out, get notifications, do all the things. Maybe one day I'll put them here on the screen. I don't know. We'll see. It's just me being real. So thank you so much for watching, and tune in for the next one.